heart of South Philly. Let's go see what the people have got to say. I'm ready to roll if they need me.
Now listen here, Dutch. The Mets and the Cowboys, they suck.
1, 2, 3, go Birds! Go Birds! Here we go, 302BIRDS, Gino Stinks. Go Birds!
Go Birds.
Get your water ice and soft pretzels ready because you are now tuned into a 302BIRDS podcast experience. Proudly presented by TickPick, Nick's Pizza, El Diablo Burritos, and Klondike Kate's on the heart of Main Street. Let's take it to the show.
Damn, Skippy, you better get that water ice and popcorn ready because we got a jam-packed show on 302BIRDS. KJ, what week is it?
It's Dallas week. Yeah, it's Dallas week. Huge week. The best rivalry probably in the NFL. And sorry, Packers and Bears fans, but it's the Cowboys and the Eagles. And
it's 100% the Cowboys and Eagles. It's going to be a fun week. Birds are headed down to Jerry's World, a.k.a. AT&T Stadium. We got a couple Cowboys fans on roster for you guys tonight that are going to be calling in. So if any Cowboys fans are out there, don't worry. You guys have backup, and we're going to have some fun with them. We're going to go at it with them, talk some sports, talk some opinions, and see what they have to say. But we're going to bring on our first call-in right now, actually powered by my dinner tonight. Yep, I went to a sponsor for dinner. Shout out to El Diablo Burritos. Let's take it to our call-ins with Rue, the Cowboys fan. Retrofit Sports.
What do I want when I'm in the state of Delaware? Of course, El Diablo Burritos. Customer service always is serving your food with a smile on their face, asking how your day is, but their food is phenomenal as well. Their burritos are out of this world, one of the best burritos in town. Their queso is phenomenal. Their burrito bowls are amazing as well. When you're in and around Delaware, stop by your local El Diablo Burritos and tell them that 302BIRDS sent you. God bless. Go Birds.
All right, so the lines will be open up later in the show, the phone lines. But right now, we got a special guest on the show. We got Retrofit Sports, one of the best Cowboys fans we know. How you doing tonight?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. You guys put on a hell of a show, man. I got to give you guys kudos on one thing. I grew up in Dallas. I grew up just north of Dallas in Plano. I am Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Stars, Texas Rangers. I am Dallas everything. Even though I've got my own little hiatus with the Mavericks right now, it is what it is. I am Dallas everything. If you can see everything behind me, it's all Dallas all day, every day, twice on Tuesday. So I definitely appreciate the fact that you guys are Philly everything, because that is one thing that is definitely respectable to me in that aspect. Because I know there's tons of Cowboys fans out there in Pennsylvania cheering on my Cowboys every Sunday, rooting against them Eagles. But now that all the nice shit's out of the way, it's time to get into this bullshit, man, because y'all are acting up. Woo!
Oh boy, here we
Lay it
go.
on us. What do you got?
Look, I mean, it's fairly simple to me, and I gotta call out my chameleonaire in Mr. Dalton, man. You came on before that game. You came on my show before that game, and you told me with a straight face, Jalen Hurts is average. Because I thought I was gonna have to battle with you right there and there. I'm gonna have to defend and prove my point. Jalen Hurts is an average-ass quarterback followed by a really, really good team. It's a good team. There's no doubt that the Eagles are a good team. They're a formidable team. They're 8-2. They got 2 losses. But when you win games by throwing 100 yards passing, come on, bro. You're acting up. In a passing league, and you're not doing that great on the ground either. I know that Saquon contract is probably melting on your mind right now. But, I mean, let's just look at Jalen Hurts. Yards, 19th in the league. That's average. Touchdowns, he's 13th in the league, just a little bit above average. QBR, he's 16th in the league, literally the definition of average. Your offense is in 25th in yards, 24th in yards per play. There's nothing that you were in the top of except for attempts. Rushing attempts, you're 16th. You're 25th in rushing. That's rough. That's a tough spell. I don't know how you're going to overcome all that. And it's just like what it reeks of to me is that season y'all had a couple years ago where you cut all those wins early. And then you shattered apart with a few losses just straight in a row and found yourself looking up at us in the division. I don't know if that's going to happen this year. I can't say that for a straight face because my next 3 games are you guys at home. I got the Chiefs at home, and then I got to go to Detroit. But if I go 2-1 in that stretch, y'all better watch y'all ass.
Okay, I want to start it off by saying chameleonaire might be one of the greatest terms and one of the best compliments I've ever gotten. I've never been called a chameleonaire before, so I really appreciate that. Moose, I just said at the beginning of the show, bro, we're opening up the phone lines later. I'm getting a freaking call on my personal phone now. But we will open up the lines later. Everybody will have their opportunity to call into the show once we get to the halfway point.
Well, I think he wants to talk to Rue. I think that's
we got business to take care of with Rue.
Yeah.
Rue, first off, chameleonaire is amazing. Like I said, best compliment I think I've ever gotten. I thought about it as you were saying it, and you're right. In that moment, in the beginning of the year, I guess, or that might have been right after the draft, right after we won the Super Bowl, I did think Jalen Hurts was average. He's a game manager, right? But he's a goddamn good game manager, because if he wasn't, we wouldn't have won those games. There's a lot of QBs in the NFL that are game managers, or you could argue are game managers, but how do they win, right? Like, how do they win? And that's the one thing I got to give to my boy Jalen. It might be that Texas in him. There you go. I'll try to meet you in the middle a little bit, right? But maybe it's that he has that grit, and that's what I constantly respect with him. And the one thing I will say about Jalen, which we're going to talk about later in the show, and I want to get your opinion on this, Rue, do you have any kind of forgiveness for the fact that this dude has had a different offensive coordinator every year since 2016? Because I saw somebody give an analogy online, and they're like, that's like having a new dad every year for 10 years. Like, that's a lot, So what's your take on that? Do you think that's a bailout for us to say, or do you think that there's some truth to that?
You obviously have frustrations with your offensive coordinator this year. I was surprised as happy as you guys were with Kellen Moore last year. But you're running. How different is this system? You're doing the same things. Your system, how much different is it really? Is the offensive coordinator coming in there and changing everything year to year? I don't think so. I don't think you have the ability to do that, to be completely honest. Your quarterback is limited in what he can do. You're a run-first football team. That is what you are. You're a power nose, run it down your throat football team. That is what you are. That's what you've been for the last few years. When you get away from that, you don't look that great. I mean, let's just look at the scoreboard from last week. I know y'all are not happy about that victory, as it may have seemed or whatever, but I know you weren't happy with the way your offense played. Your defense, shit, it is what it is. But this team, this is not going to carry you through December, through January. And you can make it I don't want to call it a cop-out. At the end of the day, it's not a false narrative. The man has had 3 different coordinators in 3 years. But he's supposed to be top 5 according to y'all.
He is, but it's like
he is not top 5. He ain't top 10.
Right? Because a different coordinator, I do give a little bit of forgiveness, but it's like I hear what you're saying too. Like, if you want to be the man, you got to play like the man. You can't just claim the top 5 and then have top 16 numbers. So I get that side of it. I'm interested to hear. You've been quiet over there, Mac. What are you thinking about?
Yeah, I'm just thinking a lot. I mean, like, with Jalen, it's like people love to say, like, oh, he doesn't have this, he doesn't have that. It's like the guy definitely, the first thing is the offensive line usually helps him out a lot, and that really shows what he can do on the field. The offensive line has been banged up, and right now our center, Juergens, has been off and on. He's been injured one week, and then he's not injured. And so it's just been kind of crazy, I mean, with the offensive. And that's also going back to the whole thing of why the run game is not doing so well. It's almost like we have the offensive line of the New York Giants from years ago that Saquon Barkley had to deal with. Like, that's how it's looking right now. So, I mean, our offensive line is not as dominant as it was last year. I think also even when we didn't have the injuries at first, it just seemed like they were kind of definitely a little rusty. But I think with Jalen, I mean, like the guy knows how to win. And when it comes down to it, I mean, like maybe like in the regular season, he's not showing like he's throwing for 300 yards. He has done it a couple times this year, which I think was like 4 games in a row. He threw for like 300 yards. And I mean, that was impressive when you don't pass the ball to AJ Brown at times. AJ Brown's still doing his whole drama thing. And you're getting into guys like Dallas Goedert, you're getting to guys like Devontae Smith, Jahan Dotson. So, I mean, that definitely, I feel like you got to give him credit for that. But I can see where Rue's coming from with the whole thing of like, oh, well, yeah, Jalen definitely, he's not getting the yards. He definitely isn't a top 10 quarterback. People say it all the time. I get it. But I think he definitely shows like when it comes down to the playoffs and the postseason, the guy does step up. When people were saying like, oh, in the Super Bowl, okay, like you gotta run the ball with Saquon. That's going to help you win the game. And when they really took away the run, the Eagles were able to use a passing game, and Jalen Hurts played probably one of his best games of his career against the Chiefs. I mean, that was insane. And then he did the same thing 2 years before. So I think if you do give Hurts the challenge, if you do give him the right coordinator, I mean, the thing is too, we're hearing, and we were going to talk about this later, we're hearing a lot of things too about, I mean, the locker room and everything like that. And I mean, they're still winning, but at the same time though, it definitely seems like something is wrong because apparently that there's players, and I don't know if this is true or not, but it's been an analyst that has been an Eagles guy. He's been an Eagles beat reporter for years, and he goes by the name of Derek Gunn. And he was saying how him and many other sources have got this lead that there's been a lot of players and coaches that just feel like Jalen will be practicing in the he'll be practicing during the week. But then when it comes down to the game, he's changing the plays and he's kind of playing just like the game he wants to play. Like apparently that 4th down play that happened against the Packers, that was really just him. That was him kind of just going rogue and being like, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to do. That's why Sirianni was pissed on the sideline because out of nowhere, Jalen's like, yeah, I'm doing this. I think right now he doesn't trust what Patullo's doing. He doesn't trust that move was a good move. And he's just kind of going rogue with it. The good thing is, I mean, the only good thing is that the Eagles are winning. So that's what I think is going on. Doesn't mean we're a bad team, though. I mean, like, I think we're still winning games. I think once you can figure that out, if they can kind of come to a kumbaya kind of thing, then I think, honestly, that this offense can be dangerous. I mean, that they have talent. It sucks that right now that, I mean, we're not getting the ball to AJ as much as he wants or as much as we want. And hopefully that can be fixed. But I mean, I think definitely some people, Derek Gunn, good dude. Does know his stuff, reliable source. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's just like, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Makes sense. Yeah. Rue, I want to give you one last take too before we move on to our next segment. First off, if you guys don't, please give Rue a follow on Instagram and all social media outlets at Retrofit Sports. Whether or not you're an Eagles fan, go spread some hate. If you're a Cowboys fan, you got a great place and a reliable source to get your Cowboys news from. But what do you think's going to happen this week realistically? We're in Jerry's world, so you guys do have the advantage. What's your score prediction and what's your outlook on this game for Birds Cowboys?
Yeah, and can you guys control those curtains over there?
Look, man, ain't nobody griped at Jerry more. Ain't nobody griped at Jerry more than me about those damn curtains.
No, I know. That's
no
why I
one,
said it.
No one has been like, God, bro. Don't even go to a concert. They got curtains. Like they're there. They are there. They just decide, we're good. We're not going to use those. We're good. And God help them if they can figure out what side of that field they need to be on when. But that's a story for another day. I tell you this, my biggest thing about this team right now is my defense is ranked 30th in the league in pretty much everything. Against the rush, against the pass. If you are a quarterback in this league, you had a career day against this defense. It didn't matter who you are, unless you're Geno Smith or Jalen. You had a career day against the defense. I mean, Russell Wilson threw for over 400 yards. It was ridiculous. But I'm telling you right now, I got 6 players back in this defense. And by addition, I got Quinnen Williams, I got Kenny Clark, I got Oso Digizua, I got DeMarvion Overshown back, who you're going to have to see, who's not going to be letting your boy run around like he did last time. Best running back on the field that day. Good God. This is all I can say. If I can make your boy have to throw, I'm winning this game. Siobhan Revel might have himself a day. And if they can create pressure, especially with your right tackle out, Lane Johnson, that's a huge blow for you guys. That's a huge blow for you. And you know damn well that game last time we played this game came down to a few drops from our best damn receiver at the time. You think that's happening twice? That's wishful thinking. And the best confidence I have going into this game is when KJ was asked about it in the beginning. Yeah, we playing the Cowboys. Yeah, I know you're nervous. I know all of you are nervous. I know you boys are not confident about this game going into this game. I know you're not, because you saw that defense last week, and I know it was the Raiders. But they probably tied their season total for sacks in that game. Houston finally made another damn appearance, and we might actually be able to stop the run. If this team can do that against y'all, like we did in the first game with that horrible ass defense we've seen for 10 weeks, I love my chances. My final score, Cowboys on the road average about 27 to 28 points a game. It's going to be close to the first one. I've got it 27-24 Cowboys victory at home. Aubrey Maddock with the field goal, baby.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
Well, hey, I will tell people I'm not nervous about the Cowboys. I'm never nervous. I can see why he thought so, but that is not the case. But yeah, no, that was a good jab, though. That definitely was.
I had to fuck with you, man. I had to. Yeah, I didn't have a choice.
Of course.
I'm here to stir the shit. Just give me the pot.
Oh, of course, of course. I got a lot of things in the pot, of course. But I think definitely it's going to be really. It's one of the games too that really could help the Eagles really clinch the NFC East and finally finally, we haven't seen this for a long time. The last team to do it was the Eagles, to be a back-to-back NFC East champion. So, hopefully that'll happen. I think the Eagles definitely, even though without Lane Johnson, I do feel like, with the Cowboys defense, even though you guys did add Quinnen Williams, you added the linebacker, I'm blanking on his name, the guy from the Bengals. Remind me his name.
Trey Hendrickson.
You guys have Guy Hendrickson?
No. Oh, I'm sorry. Logan Wilson. I thought you meant who they were talking about. I thought you meant who they were talking about. No, Logan Wilson is who we got. Linebacker Logan Wilson.
Yeah, yep. So you got that guy, you got Logan. And then I feel like definitely the defense is better, but I do feel like the Eagles definitely want to use the pass and they want to use the run. Hopefully Jalen doesn't do his little rogue thing where he just honestly kind of like, you know what, I'm not listening to plays. But I think definitely when he goes down to Dallas, we've seen sometimes him struggle, but I do feel like he'll turn the tides a little bit. I think he realized the magnitude of this moment. Him being from Texas, I think definitely plays a factor as well. And I think he's just going to come down there and be like, you know what, I'm focused and I'm ready to go. So I do feel like the Eagles do get the win. I think Saquon, definitely the offensive line is going to be a struggle, but I think he can definitely bounce back. I think I see the Eagles win this game. I'm going to say 28-21. That's what I'm going with. I think 28-21.
Well, there you go. But hey, Retrofit, we appreciate you calling in, man. We got to move on to our next segment. It's always much love with you. And I hope you have a good night. And guys, like I said, if you're a Cowboys fan, get some great content from @RetrofitSport. If not, if you're an Eagles fan, well, you know where to spread your hate.
Just real quick, if I can, Cowboy Up Podcast, fellas. Cowboy Up Podcast 2024. It's on YouTube. We're on TikTok. Check us out on that. If you want that barbershop talk, just like you get it here, but on the other side, if you're trying to come over to the dark side, talk a little shit, we can, we'll talk back. It's cool. It's all good.
Just call us if you need us. Like I say, every Batman needs a Joker, and we'd be honored. Shout out to you, Shout out to Cowboys Chris, Sugar Pop, as he loves to call me.
and
Sugar Pop, I said hi, all
Hey,
right?
Chris, we need to talk about that, bro. What's that about?
Hey, I didn't say it first. I just went along with it, okay?
I just want to know.
Paul.
But I'm going to have to mess with him later. Y'all be
And
good,
our
man.
boy
I appreciate
Mondo,
y'all
too,
having me.
Dole. Don't forget Mondo.
Oh, man, have a good night.
Of course. I'll hit up Mikey, too. Y'all be good, man.
And Mikey. Yeah, Mikey as well.
Well, we appreciate Retrofit Sport for calling in. We're going to move on to our next Cowboy fan, who's somebody who I also love his content. Me and this guy have been friends for, 5 years now, I think. What's up, Cowboys Beat, a.k.a. Chris on the show? How you feeling?
Well, first off, I want to start off by saying this. I see Cowboy Chris in the comment section. Hey, Cowboy Chris, how you doing, my friend?
Oh, geez.
Nice to see you, my friend. I don't know if you're still in the comment section, but
maybe you're Sugar Pop too.
Oh, gosh.
Hey, Cowboy Chris, if you could see this, you know what this says, right? Hold up, give me 1 second as well.
Is that Michigan-Ohio State rivalry going on?
Everybody, Cowboy has a.
I got something else, Chris. I got something else, Chris.
Oh, God.
I see you in the comment section.
Rubbing salt in the wound. Why don't you?
He's got a lot of love for these bad logos.
But hey, Chris, we got a big game this week. Okay, first off, from our perspective, and I'm interested in yours, is this the best rivalry in the NFL?
No.
What's the best rivalry in your take?
I don't think so. I personally think it's Pittsburgh and Baltimore.
Really?
Because here's the thing. The reason why is, even though Cowboys fans hate Eagles fans, Eagles fans hate Cowboys fans, I just don't think it has the type of history that rivalry has. And not only that, I honestly feel like for as much as both teams hate each other, we both have some respect for each other. I think Cowboys fans have respect for what the Eagles are doing in present day. And I think Eagles fans have some respect for what the Cowboys have done in their history. I don't think the Ravens and the Steelers like each other at all. Like, I think if you show up to those stadiums this is why I say that. I don't think you can just roll up to Pittsburgh in a Baltimore jersey. I don't think you can roll up to Baltimore in a Pittsburgh jersey and it be all right. Now, you go to Philly in a Cowboys jersey, they're going to heckle you.
Yeah.
But that's all they're going to do.
It's 90% bark, 10% bite.
It's kind of dialed down.
95, 98.
It's kind of dialed down if you.
But vice versa, like if you go to Dallas in an Eagles jersey, I don't feel like the animosity is nearly as much as it would be if it's, Baltimore going to Pittsburgh and Pittsburgh going to Baltimore, in my personal opinion.
Yeah. That's a good answer. I like the Pittsburgh-Baltimore answer because when I think about it too, you think Pittsburgh and Baltimore I guess Baltimore came in the league in 2000. So that's when that all kind of started. And before all that, you had the Eagles and the Cardinals and the Giants and Commanders that were all in a division, I think. Or no, the one team wasn't in our division. The Cardinals were in our division, I think. And maybe you guys weren't in our division. Because there was a time when the Eagles and Cowboys weren't rivals. And you probably know this, Chris. It started in the 70s, I think, where at one of the stadiums, an Eagles fan saw a Cowboys fan that they didn't like, and then the beef just started. And nobody really knows why the Cowboys and Eagles had this rival. I feel like we were just kind of born in an era where our Super Bowl is you guys and your Super Bowl is ours. What I will ask you too, Chris, is
one more thing to add to that. One more thing I want to add to that.
Though in the NFC East, like, would you at least give us that title? Because I would say by far, I don't think the Commanders really show up to the plate. I don't think the Giants do. I think it's both of us.
Well, I think both teams understand that for the most part, the NFC East winner is either going to be Dallas or Philly. I think both teams' fan bases understand that. One more thing about the Baltimore and Steelers rivalry that I think makes it the best right now is because I'm sure Eagles fans will remind Cowboys fans of this all the time. Cowboys haven't really won that much recently. So, like, the Eagles are winning now. The Cowboys have won, in the 70s and the 90s. When you look at the Steelers and the Ravens, those teams have all won. Like, both of those teams have won multiple championships in the 21st century. That's why I think right now they're the best rivalry. But no, to your point, though, I do think the best rivalry in the NFC East is Dallas and Philly. There's no doubt in my mind about that.
Yeah. And Dol, I'll say one thing as well. The whole rivalry with the Cowboys and Eagles really kind of started, I believe, and Moose could probably vouch as well. I believe it was when Dick Vermeil kind of initiated it, or it might have been actually in the 60s. I believe it might have been the 60s, if I'm not mistaken. So right when the Cowboys became a team. So definitely it started back then. I believe that. Oh, geez. Yeah, Dalt, you're muted. Can't hear you.
Looks like your buddy's in the comment section.
Yeah, well, you want to know what? I'd be upset as well if I paid Bryce Underwood $20 million to throw 8 touchdown passes in a year.
Yeah,
Damn.
I get it. Well, hey, we got to get ready because we do have our call-in lines opening up at 8:45. I've literally gotten 6 phone calls since we've been sitting here, so that's good. Shout out to Dennis, shout out to Moose, and shout out to Justin Fiorello. I will get you guys on here. But speak of the devil, there's Dennis again. I want to get a score prediction from you, Chris, and I want to get an outlook on this game from a Cowboys fan's perspective. So what are you thinking? And there's another one. That's Moose. Jesus.
I think if both of these teams were healthy, I'd say that the Eagles would win, but I do think that the injuries to the offensive line, I think that's going to hurt the Eagles, especially because their offense, it's been struggling so far this year. And I think that this matchup, it's very interesting because it's strength on strength, right? Like Cowboys offense versus Eagles defense. Both these two units are two of the best units in the NFC. But I just think the Cowboys defense is going to be able to get enough stops, and Dak usually plays well against Philly, especially in Dallas, that I think that the Cowboys are going to pull this off 28-24.
Oh, wow. Close. That's pretty much like my score I had. Okay.
Yeah. What you got for your score, KJ?
I said 20. I think I said 28-21. I think that's what my score was, I believe.
I think it's not going to go, but I think it's going to be
I said Eagles would win.
A good defensive, not defensive, but I think it's going to be you're not going to see either team score more than I think 3 or 4 touchdowns. I think that this is going to be Cowboys have an underrated defense too. They also just bolster their defense at the trade deadline, and they made a lot of good moves. So I don't think Philly's offense, I'd be shocked if Philly's offense, especially, you got to keep in mind, this offense has put up 2 fucking touchdowns in the past 2 weeks. That is ass. When you have A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Saquon, don't even get me started because that's a whole rant I'm going to go on in later in the show.
I have a question for you guys about that.
I would be shocked if they put up 30. I'm thinking 24, 21, and of course I'll go with the Birds.
I have a question for you guys. So do you think that the offensive struggles, I know the names are there. Is it ultra surprising due to the fact that the Eagles have been spending a lot of draft capital on defense? It seems like the past 4 seasons, I think it's been 2022. I think you guys, you drafted Davis and Dean in the first 3. Then you drafted Carter, Smith, and then Sidney Brown. And then I think in 2024, Mitchell and DeJean. Is it surprising from that perspective? Because you guys have been spending a lot of draft capital on defense.
I would say it's not surprising. Look, at least, and I'll let KJ take it after this. I knew that this day would come, right? Your defense is significantly younger than your offense, especially when you look at the defensive line versus the offensive line. I know Kelsey just left, but you got Lane, you got Mulata, who's going to start to get up there in age soon. Cam Jurgens, I think, is in his 4th season now. Now, I'm not saying that these guys are, expired, right? But I definitely think you're right. You see how much they've invested a lot financially in the free agency in the offense, but the way that they've drafted, you want to get younger in the NFL. I know Chris knows that. I know KJ knows that. And I just feel like you're kind of right. I don't want to say fully I agree with it because I do think that the offense is just going through a rough patch. That's my personal opinion. I think it will get better. I think that hopefully it will get better. I can't speak for Kevin Patullo, but I do think that the defense, you make a good point that investment is showing right now. To the point of where your defense is winning you games, which if your offense is putting up 20 points, that's a good thing. but this offense is putting up 7 points a game. If we get lucky, 10 points a game, or kicking field goals. So I think, it's starting to show, and it's going to start to show even more because I've been seeing reports. Shout out to Ross Tucker, extremely well-respected media member, former Cowboy. I know Cowboys Chris knows him, great lineman. But Ross Tucker came out today and basically said, hey, I'm going to be the first to say I think A.J. Brown's lost a couple of steps. I don't think he's the same player he was. I don't think that he runs his routes with the same effort. And I think that you're going to start to see that as a Birds fan. So that's not what I want to hear. That's not what I want to say. But I do think that you make a good point that you look at how they've invested, in capital in the past 3 years, and it's pretty much all defensive first and second round. Like I can't think of a first round draft pick that they've made or second round or even third in the past 3 years that's been offensive.
Jurgens.
I think Jurgens was 4 years ago. That's what I'm saying.
Really?
I think this is his fourth season. I think it may be his third, but I'm pretty sure it's his fourth.
Okay. Yeah, it might be.
Because when I was getting ready to come on here, I was just like, I was thinking about that. I'm like, when was the last time they drafted an offensive player in the first 3 rounds? It's been a while. I mean, honestly, you didn't really need to draft it because, I mean, when you spend, it's kind of the thing that I think we're going to do going forward here. I think we're going to spend a lot of money on the offensive side of the ball, and then we're just going to draft a lot of players on the defensive side of the ball. That's how I think they're going to handle this. But no, it's going to be interesting. What I'm really interested to see on Sunday is how they deal with Lamb and Pickens and what their game plan is towards them. Because, I mean, obviously that's an explosive duo that they have there. I mean, no doubt about it. And, that first game of the season, they really found some success going at Adoree Jackson. So I'm going to be very interested to see how, Philly decides to, maybe scheme it up and game plan those guys. And I'm interested to see what Dallas's game plan is to, block up that defensive front. And I want to see if they can get after Adoree Jackson again. And I mean, man, Pickens right now is just on another level. It's going to be interesting to see there.
The gambler. You got to love it.
By the way, I will say this, I'm critical of Jerry. But I also got to be fair. That George Pickens trade was probably the best trade of the offseason.
That was a great trade.
If we're being 100% honest.
It was a good trade for you guys. It definitely was.
Now we just got to pay the guy, and that would be ideal.
Yeah. Well, Chris, we appreciate you calling in. We appreciate your content. Seriously, there's not a harder worker that I know than this dude. This dude busts ass. His content is always A1. It looks great. The only problem I have with him is the damn star on his hat. But other than that,
he's from the Philadelphia area, which kills us.
Yeah, don't tell Rue that. He won't be happy with the PA Cowboys fans, so you might have to.
He knows.
He embraced it.
I just want to say this. I'm happy for you guys and your success. Right back at you guys. I have a tremendous amount of respect for what you guys do. It all looks great. I mean, I'm looking at the stream right now. I love the ticker that you have going on, and then the Cowboys Eagles graphic, and then you got the AT&T Stadium up there. Yeah, it all looks great, man. It's proud of you guys, proud of everything you guys are doing, and keep kicking ass, guys.
Much love, dude. We'll see you soon, and best of luck to your team this week. Maybe we'll try to get you on a post game or try to get in contact with you again because it's always fun talking sports with you, bro.
Yes, sir. You have my number.
Cool. I'll see you, Chris.
We are Penn State. We suck. Yeah, Penn State sucks anyway.
All right. Well, the call-in lines are open. Holy fucking shit, Dennis. God damn. I can't even get the link up, dude.
You guys are brutal.
Yeah, Dennis and Moose are having a All right.
Let us breathe.
You got to call the 302-316-4848. It's open. 302-316-4848. Dennis, I know you called first, but it wasn't giving me an option to pick up, so. Ow! Fiorello! Beat you guys to the punch.
He did. Oh, boy.
Is this Justin?
This is Kevin Patullo.
Hold on, let me get this up. I got so many damn tabs up. All right, can you please announce yourself again and who you are calling into the show? I need to mute the damn call-ins because everybody – there we go. Do not disturb. Now, we have a special call-in on the line. Go ahead and introduce yourself again.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Kevin Patullo, and I have no idea what I'm doing for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Hey, Kevin Patullo, can I ask you a couple questions? First off, do you have a college education?
Go for it.
No, he has an elementary school education.
Kevin, do you get your plays from Waffle House or somewhere?
Well, great question. Is that the question? Great question. I do not anymore. I used to. I now prefer Perkins. I think they have more options.
Perkins! Oh, my God. That was good. All right. Well, hey, Kevin, let me ask you a question. What's your outlook this week for the Cowboys? Because I feel like the Eagles' offense should bounce back this week against the Cowboys. Right. And, Kevin, Mr. Patullo, what do you have to say for yourself for putting up 2 offensive touchdowns total in the past 2 weeks? Because I'm sorry, man, but as a Birds fan, that's pretty abysmal.
Get your stick out of your ass.
Yeah, great question. I don't got much. There's not much I could say. I'm going to have the same approach I have every week, which is going into this game, rely on Vic Fangio in the defense, do nothing on offense, and hope we get the win.
Sounds like Kevin Patullo I know. KJ, you got any questions for Patullo?
Patullo, what is your brain made out of?
Skittles, Gushers, Starbursts, not brain matter. I know that much.
Oh yeah, I've noticed that.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Justin.
There we go. Oh wait, what the heck? Wait,
Justin just locked Kevin Patullo in a closet, and now he's here. He's the hero of Philadelphia. How we doing tonight, Justin?
Great job.
What's going on, guys? 302 Birds, best podcast in the game. It's your boy Justin, Eagles Nation. You already know.
So let me ask you a couple questions, Justin. We got Dallas this week. What's your score outlook? What's your game outlook? How do you think that this game is going to unwrap for our Eagles?
Well, I tell you what, since they brought the Kelly Green uniforms back, they are undefeated in them. Now, this is one of the first times, I think, since they brought them back that they're going down to an away game to bring them. So I'm hoping they bring that superstition, they bring that luck. I do expect they'll win the game. They're clearly the better team. I was watching the show, listening to you guys talk, some of the Cowboy representatives there, and, there's some valid concerns, and we should be concerned a little bit as Eagle fans. We have no offense. The Cowboys' offense at times is pretty good. So there are some concerns going into this game. I will give everybody that credit, but we're the better team. We're the defending Super Bowl champions. The Dallas freaking Cowboys. They're 4-5-1. We're 8-2. We got this.
Yeah, I'm nervous for it. I'm excited. But any concluding thoughts we got from you, Justin? We just got to move on to our next call, and I'm getting some hate mail from your boy Moose out here saying he wants
take
to
up all that
in.
time. But I'm going to be at the watch party for you guys at the Klondike this Sunday to watch the game with y'all, and I'm looking forward to hopefully celebrate a Birds win.
Dude, it was so much fun watching the game with you at Chesapeake Inn for the Eagles Chiefs. I'm so excited to watch this game with you at Klondike Kate's. Justin Fiorello has hilarious stories if you guys haven't heard them. He shared some really cool stories with KJ and I about driving Darius Slay around, hanging out with Saquon Barkley. Like, this dude is credentialed. So if you want to, hang out with the right guy, just hang out with Justin, and he knows a couple guys, right, Justin?
He set us up with some autographs.
Jalen Hurts, will you shut up? I'm on a podcast.
All right, that was good, man. Oh my God. But Justin, can you please let the people know where they can give you a follow on Instagram? If you guys want an inside look to Justin's life and all the awesome stuff he does, tell them where they can give you a follow.
And an inside look into his closet where Kevin Patullo is being hidden right now.
Yes, but what were you saying, Justin? Sorry.
Yeah. Instagram, Justin_Fiorillo, FIORILLO 94. And if you don't remember it, don't worry, because you'll probably be scrolling your feed and one of my damn videos will pop up.
Perfect. Well, we appreciate you, Justin. I hope you have a good rest of your night, man. And thanks for calling in. And I'm so excited to see you on Sunday for our watch party, my brother.
Me too. You guys are doing an awesome job. Keep it up.
Take care, bro.
See you, Justin.
All right. Do not disturb is off. We are receiving calls. Moose called at 847, 847, 847, 847, 847, 848, 850, 851. So they are going at it right now, Moose and Dennis. Oh, and Dennis beats him to the punch.
From
Dennis,
Eastern Shore.
the Menace, calling all the way in from Ocala, Florida. How we doing? You there?
Phone's still ringing.
Yeah, dude, everybody's fucking beating the shit out of this phone tonight. I just had to put it on decline. But how you doing tonight, handsome?
I'm good, beautiful. How are you?
Dude, I'm doing great. I can't be better. You got Cowboy Up podcast in the comments saying 45-3 Cowboys. Dennis, what's your take on that, and what's your score prediction for this week?
Oh, my take on that is if the Cowboys win, it'll be out of sympathy because the guy's a coward and killed himself. Go Birds, dickhead. Cowboys will not win. 24-21, Philly.
Oh, God.
I like it.
Moose,
KJ, any questions for Dennis?
Well, I just, with that comment
beat you
about
on the phone first.
the player was kind of crazy. That's it. Is he still there?
But I love you guys.
Yeah, we love you too. Sorry, I was just letting KJ take the lead for a second. I didn't know if he was going to ask any questions or anything, or that's why I was letting you
KJ
guys
ain't
talk.
gonna ever ask me questions. He's mad at me because I have no filter.
All right, let me ask you a question. You're Santa Claus. Hypothetically, what are you bringing Cowboys fans for a gift for Christmas, Dennis? PG-13
reality.
I think he said
A dose of reality that they don't live in the 90s anymore, and their last Super Bowl was 30 years ago. Stop telling us about
All right,
your
that was a
rings.
good one. I like that. That was good. Well, Dennis, we appreciate you calling in. Anything else you want to say before we get you off the phone? Much love to you. And if you guys aren't doing anything, tune into the Sixers post-game later. I think that they might be going live per Dennis. If not, we're going to do another Sixers post-game show sometime soon. Who knows? Maybe I'll jump on there.
Yeah, we're going live tonight. Me and KJ got to go live tonight. Other than that, you can see us there. KJ, I'll see you in a little bit. Love you guys. Bye-bye.
See you, Dennis. Take care, bro. Love you, man. All right, Moosey and gang, the lines are open again. Jesse, the lines are open again. Anybody watching, have at it. But, yeah, I mean, 43-3 Cowboys, Chris. Come on, bro. Like, what kind of delusional weed are you smoking, bro? I don't know. You got to be smoking something up there in Seattle to have a 45-3 Cowboys score prediction. Because there's no way that that's going to happen, man. Maybe some psychedelics or something. I don't know, because you're having some visions. But we got the man, the myth, the legend calling in the show. He's finally got his spot. Moose is loose. How we doing?
It's about freaking time.
Hey, dude, we're popular people. We can't control it. Jesse's just calling in right after
Hold
you.
on for a minute. Let me turn. I got you.
You got a 5-minute limit. Hit it, Moose. What do you want to say?
Hold on. All right, hold on for a minute. All right, what's up, fellas? I'm just busting your balls. You guys are the #1 podcast in the freaking world, baby.
That's because of people like you, Moosey.
That's right, damn it.
Well, what do you think's going to happen this week to the Cowboys? Give us the Moose prediction of the Eagles-Cowboys game.
All right. So I'm not going to sit here and be scared as shit because that's not how I roll. I know the reality of the offense. I know what's going on. I'm not dumb. I wasn't born yesterday. But the bottom line is we're in Kelly Green. We're undefeated. We're playing the sticky Cowboys down in freaking Jerry World. And by the way, Kevin Patullo, or whatever his name is, better get 6 straight because we're not going to accept nothing but a freaking win, and the offense is going to kick it in gear. It's time. The time is now. We're heading to the run, baby. We're heading to the end of the season. We're heading to do what we do best, and let's go on to win a Super Bowl, baby.
So, Moose, you're in the locker room with Nick Sirianni, Patullo, Jalen Hurts, and the whole team. They let you go out and stand on the Eagles emblem in the locker room, or I'm sorry, the Cowboys emblem in the visitor locker room. And Nick Sirianni looks at you and he says, Moose, fire this team the fuck up. What kind of speech are you giving to the team right now?
Well, first of all, I'm going to take the Lombardi Trophy, both of them that we won in the past couple of years. I'm going to stick it on the star. I'm going to say, boys, come on out and get what's yours and show these people in here they haven't seen nothing like this in 30-something years, brother. And then he put a VCR out there. So the Cowboys fans know, if you want to see this, you got to pop that videotape in, buddy.
Oh, my God.
So like Jerry Jones and his Lee press on here, can take a hike, Mike. And if you don't like what I'm saying, Jack, then get the fuck back. Go Birds! So
I love it,
anyway,
Moose. You just fired me up. I think I could go out there with a helmet and play running back now. You may not want that for the score results, but hey, A for effort, right? A for effort.
Well, yeah, it's all about, I mean, seriously, in all reality, though, the offense is concerning.
True.
The defense is playing outstanding. We can't be expecting the defense to hold teams to 9 points, 10 points every week. The offense has to help the defense out. They got to score points. They got to figure out quick, because this division's ours, no doubt about it. And home field, it's going to be the Rams. The Rams are who I'm looking at as being, I'm thinking the NFC Championship game could be the Rams and the Birds. We're at that time of the year where we're starting to think things are starting to clear up a little bit. What the future lies here, the upcoming future. So they gotta figure it out. AJ Brown, look, I've been saying this all season. He's slower. He's not moving correctly. He has an hamstring issue from last year, and it's just it's in his head. It probably, he's worried about fucking it up. Excuse my French. And it's
okay, Moose. We've never heard that fucking word before.
Well, I don't know if we're PG here or not. I don't want there might be little kids watching. Of course, little kids hear that word every day.
Hey, I think, dude, I'll put it to you this way. Real quick, not to sidetrack. My first ever Eagles game that I remember was Eagles-Cowboys. Eagles beat the shit out of Tony Romo and the Cowboys at home, 44-6. Sitting there with my dad, Don Holland. Shout out to the Don.
The Don!
We're sitting there, and
hey,
this fucking belligerent fan behind us is getting loud. And a Cowboys player gets injured on the 50-yard line, like on the Eagles emblem. And he stands up behind me, Moose. I'm like a 6-year-old kid. He goes, "Get that fucking shit off my lawn!" Like an angry old man. And I look at my dad, and my dad looks at me, and he goes, "Welcome to being an Eagles fan." And that's just what it is,
Well, it is.
I'm sure you know at the vet. I'm sure it was a lot worse at the vet.
Oh, yeah. I used to go to Eagles games with my uncle all the time as a kid. And the first time I heard him say the F word, it was against Dallas. And I remember this. We were sitting in the one end zone. And the Eagles kicked off. And I think, who was the guy that returned it from Dallas? I can't remember. I think his last name was Harris. And that son of a bitch ran that ball all the way back for a touchdown. And my uncle stood up, put his arms out like he was trying to catch the guy. I'm like, what the fuck's my uncle doing? and he let out the longest fuck. I mean, it echoed. I mean, I'm like, holy shit. And from there on out, as a kid, I pretty much grew up at the vet and learned how to be a freaking maniac. So, that might explain a lot.
All right, Moose. Well, before we get you out of here, because we got to open up the phone line, we got a lot of people we got to accommodate. I want to get a prediction from you for your score, and what Eagles player are you looking the most forward to watching this week? I'm interested to hear that.
Okay. The score now, people are going to think I'm off my rocker, but since we'll be at Klondike Kate's this Sunday for a 302BIRDS watch party and a post-game live, that's good luck right there. So what I'm thinking is 31-24. Let's say that.
31-24.
The defense is not going. The offense is going to go, shit, we need to score points.
Shit, we need to score points. Okay, I like that. Yeah, that's a good analysis.
I mean, I'm just, I know the defense has been keeping teams down low, so it's probably a high of a score for Dallas. But I'm expecting the typical Dak Prescott big-time game fuck-up, where he does something stupid. I don't care who his receivers are. It could be fucking Jerry Rice and fucking Lynn Swan. If Dak Prescott's the man in charge, his balls shrink in big games. They shrink. Okay, they fall on the floor on that stinking star, and then you see the deer in the headlights, like go. So I'm not concerned about that guy. My player on the Eagles, I enjoy seeing is Devontae Smith catching nice long balls and just smoothly and elegantly running past the corners and the Dallas stinking defense and going into that end zone, that blue stinking label that says Cowboys, and just the crowd goes silent. They sit on their hands. They leave the stadium. And then you see Jerry up there in the box with that awful look on his face, like, So Devontae Smith, I would like to see the running game there do something. I'd like to see them get Tank. I think we talked about this last month.
Mm-hmm.
To get Tank mixed in and get some carries.
Get Tank Bigsby the ball.
Out, that is a big deal. So they got to design something that works to the other side, to the other strength. I mean, I'm not an offensive coordinator, but hell, neither is Patullo or whatever the fuck his name is.
Patullo, yeah.
Patullo, I don't know.
Yeah, Patullo.
So, Patullo.
I agree. I mean, we got Cowboy Chris in the comments, and he's saying a lot of stuff saying, okay, well, he said it first, and Moose, you can react to this. He says this: it took the Eagles 60 years to win one. What do you have to say to that?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Go ahead, continue. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. And then he said, stop making excuses for A.J. Brown. And the last thing he said was, the Eagles haven't scored 30 points in 2 years.
Okay, so let me rebut to this guy who has my name, Chris, which is my real name.
Keep it to under a minute, too, Moose, because we got to move to the next segment, too, my brother.
Right, under a minute. Is that the guy that was on with you on the team on your show?
Yeah.
There's from Philadelphia, but he's a cockroach fan.
Lay it on him.
We call it. All right, so here's the deal. First of all, that's the same song and dance I hear about your 6 stupid rings and all that nonsense. Let me tell you something, brother. Open your eyes, dude. Kelly Green's coming to town, brother. Whether you like it or don't like it, learn to love it. I don't care about anything else except the Birds coming in, swooping in, and carrying the victory home back to Philadelphia. So what you going to do, brother? Whether you like it or don't like it. The Moose is loose, and the Moose said so.
Well, we thank you, Moose. We will see you Sunday at the watch party at Klondike Kate's. We appreciate you as always. We're going to kick it to the next segment, but I hope you have a good night,
Go
sir.
Birds. All right, you too. Go Birds.
Go Birds. All right. Call-in lines are shut off for now. You guys need to give us a break because we've been on one topic for 52 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and pivot into the Sixers segment because we still got a lot of graphics that Joey worked his ass off to make that we got to talk about. Let's kick it to KJ's Court.
You are now listening to KJ's Court. Sixers Talk presented by the Sleeper app.
Well, right now,
might open up the call-ins later too, just so you guys are aware. But for right now, for a little bit, we're just going to keep it to KJ and I. But Maxey for MVP. What a season this guy's having.
Yeah, he's been insane. Multiple 40-point games, multiple 30-point games. And actually, speaking of Maxey, he looks like he's shaking up. This is not good. We're getting a live reaction right now to a potential Maxey injury. It looks like it might be an ankle. I think he's hobbling a little bit, but
well, let's talk about just the outlook. How you feeling about MVP season for Maxey? Do you think that he's going to blossom this year? And then let's do a little season update of where the team's at.
Hopefully he does blossom because right now, he can't really blossom right now if he's freaking injured. So that's what I'm concerned about right now. And I think that's definitely, I think I'd speak for all Sixers fans right now of all the history that we've been through with all the injuries. Injuredelphia 76ers. I hate to say it like that, but that's just how it happens. We always just have injured players. It sucks. But that's why my heart right now is freaking throbbing because I just saw Tyrese Maxey, who we just talked about, an MVP contender. And now he just went back to the locker room. Hopefully, prayers out to him. Hopefully he's okay. And hopefully it's nothing serious. But I think definitely right now, the team is 8-5, if I'm not mistaken. They were definitely at the beginning of the season. They definitely, they were one of the undefeated teams, and then they kind of were losing some players, kind of some injuries. Dominic Barlow was kind of going in and out of some games. They switched the lineup a lot. They've switched their top five. Their starting five has looked different almost every game. So definitely this team is trying to really work with what they have. VJ, I mean, we talked about it too a couple days ago. My good friend Andrew Andelman was talking about this. They're using him a little bit too much, but I think definitely he will get back to the swing of things. He definitely will. So I mean, right now, I mean, definitely the Sixers. They got a stretch of some teams where I believe you got the what I was looking at. What was I looking at? I'm trying to see this the schedule next. But it's looking like you got the Bucks on Thursday, you got the Heat on Sunday, and you got the Magic, the Nets, and the Hawks. So I mean, those are teams. I mean, you got the Bucks who are 8-7. You got the Heat who are 8-6. You got the Magic who are 8-7. And then you have the Nets who are 2-12. So they're awful, and then the Hawks are 9-6. So for the most part, though, you're playing teams that are over 500, over 500 teams. So definitely, I mean, and I was kind of talking about this with my good friend Andrew Andelman about this as well. Definitely, it's tough because I mean, with this Sixers team, they're playing with a really small lineup. Sometimes, I mean, you have like almost like 4 different point guards / shooting guards. I mean, of VJ Edgecombe, you got Tyrese Maxey, you have Jared McCain, and you have Quinn and Grimes. So that's definitely a lot of smaller guys. And sometimes that works in the NBA, but sometimes it doesn't. So, I mean, you sometimes need some size. And right now that they don't really have the size, especially with Joel Embiid just out of nowhere doing the load management crap that he's been doing. And they're definitely trying to be precautious and everything like that. Paul George not playing tonight. But, I mean, right now the Sixers are down by 7. They got 5 minutes to go. I think maybe 6 minutes if I can see it properly. So they still have time to drive into lane and missed it. But they're down by 7. But they were losing by at least, I believe, 18. But yeah, I mean, definitely the Sixers, it's early, so we'll see what happens. And they just need to stay healthy. And I mean, seeing Tyrese Maxey go down like that definitely isn't a good sign. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. But I mean, yeah, I mean, oh, there he is. He's back now.
Fucking chaotic tonight, bro. I don't even care. To the viewers, you guys have no fucking clue how we do all this shit. Like, oh my God, it's hitting in every direction. Everybody's yelling at me because they can't call into the show. They're all fucking pissed. I get it. But you guys got to keep in mind, there is 30 of you that all want to call one phone number at once. And it is a blessing because we want all you guys to call in. Yeah. It's just we don't have what WIP has where they can put all you guys on hold and have a producer that can say, hey, Johnny, we're going to put you on hold for a second and then bring you in. We don't have that yet. It's literally a Google Voice.
Let me explain to everybody. Let me explain. This is our
best to accommodate all you guys. It's just easier said than done. What do you want to say, KJ?
It's a tough thing. I mean, and obviously it's just me and Dalt. And it's just Dalt doing the call-in
controls,
thing. I mean,
comments, control. I'm doing everything, guys. So
people
just
to get pissed.
a lot.
For people to get pissed at him, it just doesn't make any sense. So
it is what it is. We don't need to beat a dead horse, dude. We don't need to beat a dead horse. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I just want to let people know why. I know you're trying to help, but I want to keep this show flowing. I want to keep it flying because we're trying to keep our call-ins down to 5 minutes. So if we seem like we're like trying to get you guys off the phone, it's not. It's just we'd rather bring 10 of you guys on the show than have one of you guys sit on the phone for 20 minutes and give a monologue. Not that the monologues are bad. Sometimes they're quite interesting, but we want to just make it flow better. That's all. But we're going to go ahead and move into our final segments, of course, powered by our friends at Balboa Steaks. We're going to do some knockout takes on the knockout punch, but let's go ahead and hit that intro. And we're also going to do a Lions preview too, but we're just going to hit it anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The final word, the boldest take, the mic drop moment that hits harder than a Rocky's right hook. This is the knockout punch. Powered by Balboa Steaks, the undefeated king of Delaware steaks. Bold takes, big bites. Let's swing.
The knockout punch. Every time I see that intro, I get hyped. You did a good job on that, Mac. But my knockout take this week, I think that Saquon Barkley is going to have another big game. I'm going to say 125 on the ground and 2 rushing touchdowns in Jerry's world. I think that they're going to find a way to make the run game a part of the game plan. Short and sweet for me. What do you got this week for your knockout take on the knockout punch powered by Balboa Steaks?
I think Jalen shuts these freaking cockroach Cowboys. I'm not calling every Cowboys fan a cockroach, but the ones that keep on saying that Jalen isn't this, Jalen isn't that. I think he just shuts them up. And definitely I think he goes out there and he throws for at least, I'm going to say, 300 plus yards. And he just shuts them up. And for some reason, you know what, though? You know what? That's going to still equal to, oh, he's not elite. He's not a top 5 quarterback. Da, 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 da. Even after multiple games, he's had 300 plus passing yards. But still, you know what, though? Even after winning a Super Bowl, even after losing a Super Bowl by 3 points, where we freaking, the refs freaking screwed us in that freaking, with that freaking call with Bradbury. They still are going to say that he is not elite. But the guy wins. The guy knows how to win. So that's the bottom line. It definitely is. And I think Jalen Hurts is going to have himself a day. I think he's going to throw for at least 3 touchdowns. And then I do think that Saquon will get, I think he'll get 1 touchdown.
There you go. But thank you, Mac. I appreciate that. Mac, keeping it concise, keeping it light, because this is what I really wanted to dive into tonight. This is the main event for Dutchie. Sorry, I didn't even realize I was muted. Thank you for handling that, Mac. I appreciate you flying through that, because this is the main event tonight. This is like that was all the appetizer for Dalton, and it's Dallas week. This is the main course. Fire Kevin Patullo. Say it with me. Fire Kevin Patullo. If not, this team is going to end up, I really fear, dude, I think it's going to be like the 2023-2024 season, where the team ends up 10-1. We're the Super Bowl favorite at the end of November. And then we get hit with a loss like the 49ers, where they go out and absolutely dismantle us and beat the shit out of us. And we're not the same team since. And then we get knocked out first round by Baker midfield. The Eagles they need to understand that, like, this isn't like 2023 or 2024 too, where it's like, cool, we aren't paying Saquon Barkley. Our biggest fish to fry is we're losing DeAndre Swift, and we have A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. No. The Eagles have Saquon Barkley. They have A.J. Brown. They have Devontae Smith. They have Dallas Goedert. And the list goes on of talented players. Like Jahan Dotson could be a wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2 on some of these teams. Wide receiver 1 with the way he's playing. But I'm so sick and tired, KJ, and everybody else, of Kevin Patullo holding back this offense. 2 touchdowns in 2 weeks with A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Saquon, but like the list goes on. That is terrible. That's abysmal. That's laughable. You could put my grandma out there with a Waffle House menu and she would call better plays. You could take my Madden playbook and I would do a better job. It's like Kevin Patullo sitting there. He's like, fuck. Did you guys try halfback dive or Hail Mary? 4 verticals? All right. That's all I got. Sorry. It's like, dude, a screen? Did you try a screen or maybe like a halfback screen? It's like, dude, get some more creativity. It's 2nd and 11 because we run on first down every time. We have nowhere to go now. And you can tell Jalen Hurts is pissed. He's pissed and he's going rogue. And I can't even blame the guy for going rogue, right? Because here's what I want to say to everybody that doubts Jalen Hurts and everybody that doubts where this team is going to go. A little bit of a rant, and shout out to my boy Andrew. I promised him I would do a rant on this. Jalen Hurts is going to save this team. Jalen Hurts is going to salvage this team. It won't be like 2023, 2024 because Jalen Hurts has that experience and he's a fucking dog. It's in his blood. He earned.
I think he froze. Yeah, we got frozen Dalt. We'll wait for him to come back. But yeah, Kevin, Patullo sucks. I didn't think he was gonna freeze like that in the middle of it, but I mean, I'll keep it going. I mean, yeah, definitely Patullo has been god awful, and it definitely has been really frustrating to see this man just like corrupt this whole offense. And I mean, you don't really know. He'll be back in just a second. We don't really know what he's exactly doing. We don't know what the truth really is. We don't know if Jalen really did go rogue on that last play. We don't really know. Yeah, he froze. It's all good. He froze like Kevin Patullo, but he's back though. So just like how Kevin Patullo, he's back.
Dude, I can't stand this Elon Musk fucking Wi-Fi. If you guys think that I'm gonna have an aneurysm, I'm gonna have fucking two. Like, I'm at that point of where it's like, holy fuck, what the hell else can go wrong? Jesus Christ.
Oh, there
like,
he is. There
in
he
the
is.
middle of my speech, too. Like, I was actually going off on a good point. And ADHD, it takes a second to get the goddamn squirrel on the wheel. When the squirrel gets off the wheel, now I'm fucked. So while I think about my take that I'm going to make and why go cry in the corner, because this show has been absolutely a clusterfuck. Like, I'm trying to keep these shows under an hour and a half, so I apologize to you guys. Because, like, listening to an hour and 15-minute podcast is a lot. Like, we got to trim this down. We will trim this down. And it'll be better next week. And to our call-ins, if we start limiting you guys to 5 minutes, it's because there's 30 of you guys. We love all you motherfuckers. We want to keep all you guys happy. But you guys can't be getting on my ass or sending me messages about getting on there. Because guess what? We're fucking accommodating all you guys. We're doing our best. And it's like that song, Forget About Dre. That's what I was singing today. Like, forget about Dalt. You guys got to show some love. So, KJ, do you want to fire Kevin Patullo, or do you think it wouldn't be wise at this point? Because I get that side too. Like, do you think he's time to go?
I mean, I don't really see how you can really fire a guy when the team's winning. So that's the problem. I mean, they're not just – it has to be warranted. And I think that's where the organization kind of can come from that. If he does something like really bad, obviously, like they screw up a game, like – and they give up like a freaking 20-point lead, I think definitely that's where you could be like, okay, you're raising your eyebrows. You're like, okay, yeah, definitely this is a problem. But the guy is still winning games. And maybe it's not even the guy. Maybe it's honestly the team. And that's where I think like you can't really fire him yet. And you can't really think of firing because like the guy is winning. Is he bad? Yes. But the problem is that we're winning. I mean, not the problem. It's not a problem, but it's a problem for people.
It is a problem. It's like a Brian Johnson problem. I see what you're saying.
It's a problem for people that want him gone. And I agree. I'm one of those people as well. But definitely
also realistic. I get it.
Yeah, well, you got to be realistic. And I think the realistic thing is definitely that Patullo won't be fired as long as, I mean, if they have a collapse like they did in 2023, oh, yeah, definitely. I think definitely he's on thin ice, I think for sure. But I haven't seen any signs of that really. And also, I mean, that would really be a really big downfall. And I don't know. I mean, definitely, as I said before, though, I think it's interesting to think of like what is going on behind the scenes, because you've got all these Philly media people. And I got to be honest, I'm kind of tired of it because they make all these narrative stories. I'm not saying Derek Gunn's making crap or whatever, but I think definitely it is getting annoying to the point like where you got people like AJ Brown who don't want to talk to the media, and I get it, but it's like definitely these Philadelphia sports media people, and I know you're probably like, oh well, you guys are them too. No, we're really not there to that point. But they make all these kind of rumors, and there definitely is rumors that are going on. So that's what I think. But I mean, it just sucks because you're definitely never going to get the answer out of Nick Sirianni. You're not going to get the answer out of Jeffrey Lurie. You're not going to get the answer out of Howie Roseman. And I don't blame them because they don't want to reveal that something is going wrong. But there is something going wrong. There definitely is, because you got multiple stories from multiple sources of totally different locker rooms from different sides. And it's a mess. And definitely it definitely is a concern. But the team is still winning. So, and if they can win this game, if they can beat the Cowboys, go down to Dallas and kind of change the whole narrative, and they can shut these Dallas cockroach fans, not all of them, I'm saying the ones that really just doubt on Jalen Hurts, which pisses me off. Because this guy literally, as we said before, the guy's had multiple coordinators and he cannot settle with a coordinator. He can't, like, that's a thing. And you still want to crap on the dude. You want to put Justin Herbert, who sucks, in front of him, which pisses me off. people love to put Justin Herbert in front of him, which Justin Herbert's horrible, awful.
Agreed. Yeah, and I'm going to see if I can, you know what? Fuck it. I'm sorry, Andrew. We'll do next week with that. This show's way too long now, bro. It's a wash. I know you wanted to do an edit, and I wanted to help you with that. But, dude, I got so many other things I got to fix with this show first. We got a long way to go, but we will get there. And I appreciate everybody who's supporting us. It's very overwhelming when you got to run the show, you got to do call-ins, then you got to keep everybody around you in your house quiet because dad wants to chime in, the dogs want to chime in. And then you get mean text messages from people about why you can't bring them on the show. So it's very overwhelming, but I think that that's a good place to end it. I really don't have much else to say. Hopefully next week I will have better energy for you guys because I am getting my ass kicked this week. But other than that, I hope everybody has a great week. I appreciate every single person who tried to call into the show. We are going to do a better job with that next week. We're going to probably structure the show a little bit differently. If I seem like I'm going to be a dick next week, I probably will be a little bit of a dick next week because some of you guys will go for 20 minutes if we let you. And that's the passion. That's the Philly sports. I love it. But when you guys don't realize that there's like 20 people that want to call in, we're trying to accommodate everybody. So you guys got to understand that. We may have been lenient on it in the past, but we're really going to hammer that down so that we can get 10 call-ins rather than 1. So just know if we're trying to cut you off or if we're trying to move, it's because we probably have another call-in. Might even be a 3-minute limit just so that we can say, hey, 30 minutes of the show is going to be dedicated to 10 call-ins. Each slot's going to get 3 minutes. Because when we're on here for an hour and 10 minutes, it can get to be a lot. I just want you guys to understand where we're coming from. But it is a pleasure doing this show for you guys. We aren't going anywhere. KJ and I have talked about it. We're cutting all dead weight. So anybody that, we feel like is either half in or half out, we're just going to figure it out. We're going to get them fully in if they're fully in, or if they're half out, we're going to let them do their own thing. Because we're really trying to get this show off the ground to where it can make money and where you guys can have fun. Like have a community for 302 Birds and for Philly sports to support you guys. We love all you guys with all our heart, even my sugar pop, my boy, Cowboys Chris. Like the amount of relationships that we made with you guys has been a ton of fun, and I just love working with all you guys. But just know, if we seem a little bit overwhelmed, it's a lot of work doing these shows during the week, and it can be stressful. So when you get messages like that from people, come on, man, be better, be a man. Well, other than that, that's all we got. I want to thank, of course, all of our amazing sponsors, being Balboa Steaks, being El Diablo Burritos. And if you guys aren't doing anything this Sunday, I want to see your ass in a bar seat at the Sleigh Bar at Klondike Kate's because we got an awesome watch party. The moose is going to be loose. A lot of people are going to be there, and it's going to be a ton of fun. But that's all I got. KJ, you got anything you want to say before we wrap up the show?
Go Birds. Dell sucks. That's all I got to say.
Well said. Well, that's all we got, guys. Have a good week. And I apologize again for a longer podcast. I hate making these podcasts when they get over an hour because I know we lose viewership. But have a good weekend, everybody, and be safe. Dallas sucks.
What we got? 302 Birds, Gino Stinks. Go Birds.
God bless. Go Birds.